There is a series I'm thinking about that I'm probably going to include in our business soon. I've not yet included it, but
Mm.
I've thought about it, which is the use of AI in creativity. That many people think that
Oh,
it's almost like you can never talk about AI as if maybe
ah,
it's almost a forbidden not to. But I said no, you don't. You need to know that it
no.
is a tool. It is the tool
Yeah,
is
that
for
you can
you.
use. We are going to have a stage where we have people, humans, plus AI versus just humans. And who do you think is going to win? If you are going to have the
It's
humans like,
obvious. It's
okay, use
obvious that the
AI,
woman with
please.
AI is
Yes,
going to
it's obvious.
win.
Yes. So,
Now that we have tools like ChatGPT, it should help us to tell our story better. But of course,
yeah.
again, it means that you need to know how to use it. It's like jumping into a jet plane. If you don't know how to use it, you will fly into a mountain.
That's it. Make a content out of it. It's for my LinkedIn audience. And then I told them, so this is the target audience. This is what I'm trying to do. This is the tone of voice I want. I had to prompt it several times. It got me the result. I had to reprompt, and refine. And I made the content and it was a success. I just reminded me like so many other times that I've used like ChatGPT. I just had ChatGPT and Gemini. I just had to have idea how I wanted it to look like the picture. Then I just had to use it as it's like my assistant right now, actually. Just use it to do better and just refine and just that's just it. I also use it for branding too. So when I'm branding, because of my knowledge, I have the idea of okay, this is what I want to do, what I want to do. This is the colors I want to use for this person. And this is just what I'm feeling like, feeling towards this particular client. I would have the idea and then I'll go to ChatGPT or Gemini. What do you think about it? Do you think these colors work well with the client or what are your thoughts about it? And it will give me an answer. And usually the answers that I'm going to have, okay, I'm not confident that I made the right choice about this color. So I use AI a lot actually. Just like you said, you just have to make sure that while you're using it, you should allow yourself and your own voice, your authenticity shine. That's how you stand out. That's how you get to stand out.
In fact, as we have the race of AI going on, in fact, I
Mm.
think there is a series I'm thinking about that I'm probably going to include in our business soon. I've not yet included it, but
Mm.
I've thought about it, which is the use of AI in creativity. That many people think that
Oh,
it's almost like you can never talk about AI as if maybe
ah,
it's almost a forbidden not to. But I said no, you don't. You need to know that it
no.
is a tool. It is the tool
Yeah,
is
that
for
you can
you.
use to use.
Anyway, I think I'm still coming to
It's
that.
for you to take advantage of. I mean,
Absolutely.
if it's there, why not use it? I mean, we are going to have. I think I made this comment somewhere on LinkedIn, and so it was about AI, and I said we are going to have a stage where we have people, humans plus AI versus just humans. And who do you think is going to win? If you are going to have the
It's
humans like
obvious. It's
okay, use
obvious that the
AI,
woman with
please.
AI is
Yes,
going to
it's obvious.
win.
Yes. So why not take advantage? Why are you fighting it? Something that was done to help you out. I mean, make you better.
I think it's a question of ignorance because maybe it's lack of
Mm-hmm.
knowledge. People don't know what it is. People don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to
And,
use it. So maybe more
and
information.
they feel pressured.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. More information are there.
Yes.
It will help them because since, for example, our target audience are the African diaspora and of course African, and we know that we have a deficit in terms of written content about our history, which will sort
Mm.
of explain ourselves.
Yeah.
Now that we have tools like ChatGPT, it should help us to tell our story better. But of course,
Yeah.
again, it means that you need to know how to use it. It's like jumping into a jet plane. If you don't know how to use it, you will fly into a mountain. You will fly into the
Or
water, you know.
using it. Or having an AK-47 and someone is attacking you and you have it and you don't know how to use the gun.
That is the point. We are living in the best time, but we must make sure that we
Time. So it's
leverage
the
the time.
best time to be alive, actually.
All right. Now, tell me something.
Yeah.
What is branding? Somebody ignorance, okay, not ignorant, but somebody who do not know yet is like wondering, what is
Or
branding?
explain it like a 5-year-old.
Thank you. I like that. I like that.
Okay, and this is what I actually do with my content because I believe I'm coming from, like I said, health background. I mean, I did human physiology. All my life has been health, health, health. And so that's one of the things I try to do with my content. I try to make it as simple as possible because up until was it last week, I can't say last year now, I think almost 2 years. If you had asked me what copywriting was, I probably would not think it's like a copywriting, not copywriting. So I try to make things as simple as possible so that people can understand, like me, people like me can understand. For anybody like a 5-year-old, I would say branding is just trying to make people have a certain impression of you. Doing all you can to make people have a certain impression of you without leaving it to chances. Because I used to say this, I say brand or be branded. That you take control of what you do and the perception you want to achieve or you want people to have of you, or if people have whatever impression or whatever perception they would have, and you have no control over that. So branding is just you taking control of that and being intentional. Let's use the word. I wanted to say strategic, but that might be a big word. Since you say let's explain like a 5-year-old. So I would say it's you being intentional. You being intentional about what you say, what you do, how you appear, how you act, because you want people to have a certain impression of you. Let's say we do branding in our everyday life. Let's say you're working in a company and you just got a job at a company, and at your previous place of work, the company that you just left, people took you for a ride. People saw you as someone that cannot say no to them, not someone that they can easily, take advantage of, send extra job, extra errands, and people do not really respect you. And then you're coming to this new place of work where you just got a job recently, and you're coming in and you're saying, "Oh, I'm going to dress like this." Immediately I step into that place, I'm going to make people see me as someone that they cannot take advantage of. I'm going to up my game. I'm not going to laugh too much. I'm not going to play too much. I'm going to be strictly professional with everybody in this place that I'm going to right now. What are you doing? You're branding yourself for people to have a certain impression of you. You do it in our everyday life. Let's say Obi wants to get married to a girl, and the girl is not really a conservative person. And then his own family, his mom is a conservative person, but they're going to meet her for the first time. What's going to happen? Obi is going to tell her, please dress, the most covered up clothes, dress this, dress that, because I want my mom to have this impression of you. So that's simply what branding is. We do it every day in our lives. We do it every single day. So it's just about being intentional, about being intentional and taking charge of what you want people to see you as, to perceive you as. And then at the end of the day, we are going to arrive at one conclusion. By the time you're done with that, you're going to arrive at one conclusion that you walk into a space and you tell people, what do you think of me? And people are going to have like 80, let's say 90% of persons are going to chorus the same answer because have been intentional about what you've been doing to make them have that certain impression of you, as opposed to you just leaving things to chances and then you walk into a place and people have different opinions. So branding is just personality to make people have a certain perception of you and an overall impression. That's just as simple as I can explain it to a 5-year-old. I hope if you're a 5-year-old, you will understand what I just said.
Yeah, I'm 5 years old, boy, so I've gotten it. All right, tell me another thing. Now, you have clients that you are working for, because in business, you need to work for somebody else, because if you are working for yourself, that is passion. All right, so how do you define your client? Now, okay, I'm asking the question because there is somebody that is listening to you now and is like wondering how he or she can find the right people that she will be working for, because you are talking of branding, because you don't want to wear any type of dress. You don't want to appear anyhow. You want to appear in a